So you look so young in that.
I know.
What are you, 15, 16 in season 2?
I was 14 in the first. Yeah, so I had to have been like 15. Okay. I'm probably like 16 towards the end. But yeah, I look like a baby. There's some, oh my God. There's some where I'm like, because during the whole of Wizards, I had type 1 diabetes, just didn't know about it. So there's a lot of stuff where I'm like, oh, I'm inflamed this episode. Because you'll see my face is like really puffy in one. Because like
type
that's still
1, it affects you, makes you puffy.
Yeah. So like it's, and I still have this today where it's like if I have like really bad blood sugars, my face gets puffy. Like I start to like get kind of swollen almost. And there's some episodes where I'm like, that's what was happening there. I just had no idea. Oh, wow. And I took a lot of naps, which now makes a lot of sense.
But wait a minute. Naps are, I mean, I guess it was a symptom of the diabetes, but naps, they've done research now where if you do a nap, you're whatever.
20 minutes or 90 minutes?
Well, I don't know. Whatever it is.
No, that's what it is.
But it extends your life expectancy or what,
Well, none of us are sleeping
enough. I'm going to take a nap right now. Good morning.
We're so lame. No, but because none of us sleep enough. And then we go to sleep and we're like scrolling and stuff with all the blue light that keeps you up. And so, yeah, I'm sure our bodies are needing naps now more than ever.
You know what I do now? I wear the
blue light blocking.
No. I don't know, but just the blockers on your face,
Sunglasses?
No, like an eye mask.
Oh, yeah, I do that too.
And now I have ear putter inners.
What if somebody breaks into the house?
Well, Yulia will listen in here.
Because she's just wide awake like this.
If I'm by myself, I can't put those in because I don't even hear the alarm. But when
I just see you like in a complete like hazmat suit and she's just like wide awake.
With the neck brace. This episode of Wizards of Waverly Pod is brought to you by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. When you order HelloFresh, you can skip your trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking fun, easy, affordable, and delicious. We love cooking HelloFresh. My wife Yulia and I, we have such a good time together. It's really fun. And our favorite recipes are mushu pork bowls and pork sausage and bell pepper pasta. Cut down on time spent in the kitchen. Every week's menu features options that are ready in 20 minutes or less. Plans are flexible, so they work with your changing schedule. Go to HelloFresh.com/Wizards app for free appetizers for life. One appetizer item per box while subscription is active. That's free appetizers for life at HelloFresh.com/Wizards app. America's #1 meal kit. Okay.
With a neck brace.
Well, just like a whole thing by, like just being,
I don't know why that's your sleeping sound. Okay. We're getting loopy and we're just getting started. Okay.
I'm really kind of a butthead in this episode. Because
we all take turns being buttheads.
When Max is like, I'm gonna, do this thing, and then it's stick, and you can put stuff on the refrigerator, and it's tape, and I'm like, I think at one point I say, he really makes it hard to be proud of him.
Yeah, you do. You do. That line is so rough because the whole thing is like he decides that he's going to come up with something for the wizard, like the spell council as well, and he's coming up with just stupid shit of like the Russo double-sided sticky something, right. And you're like, so tape.
And then there's one thing where we're getting ahead of ourselves, but we'll talk about that later.
Taylor's oldest time.
But when he gets poofed out with his foot thing, he comes back and he has this story of where he was.
Yeah. Oh, it's my favorite. No. Okay. We have to get back to the poofing.
But I am being a little Justin is my favorite son kind of thing here in this episode. And I look good too, by the way.
You look great. You look great, baby.
Probably like 30 pounds lighter than I am now.
Well, that happens. Maybe if you didn't take so many naps. Maybe if you didn't take so many naps. No, that was so cheesy. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought. We're in there. We're in there. Max comes out, says he's gonna come up with like stuff, and he's coming up with stupid shit like tape. That is gonna, because the whole thing is we want to put the Russo name on the Wizards map.
Right.
The Russo sticky strips. Justin and Jerry shoot that down.
It really hit me, this one, because it's how do we get the Russo, name to live on?
Yeah.
And with grandkids, Mm-hmm. You know, that's how you do it. I say, you know, it's either going to be this spell or it's going to be grandkids.
Yeah.
Well, now Jerry Russo has grandkids from the sequel, you know,
true.
Which is very interesting. I've only met them once.
Well, well, it's good because this didn't work out. The Justin being famous for this hand spell didn't work out, so it had to be grandkids.
And the interesting thing is, I am a fucking grandfather now. I'm not the dad. Wild. I'm the grandfather.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
Old? No. Was that
the therapist.
Jen did the therapist notepad. Yeah.
But I like that you thought that I vomit like that.
I didn't realize that. I mean, listen.
You did. Wait, you did. You shot the whole thing.
She could have had a baby. I had a baby when I was 21.
Yeah. I mean, my dad's given up. He literally said to my mom a few years ago, he's like, "I'm never getting a grandchild, am I?" And I was like, "Nope."
You don't think your brother's going to have a kid, maybe? Or
maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't want kids, so.
Kids are a pain in the ass.
They're a pain in the ass. I don't want them.
Everybody. Get a dog.
Yeah, okay. I don't want them. I love animals. I love animals so much. Well, I have no interest in children.
Tony, everybody knows Tony, right?
I mean, Tony. Who doesn't know Tony?
When you're a teenager, you come home, they slam the door and they tell you to go fuck yourself, and you're like, "What did I do?" But when you come in and your dog sees you, it's like unconditional love.
Well, dogs can still have a teenage phase. The difference is they frown upon crate training teenagers. Can't do that.
Well done.
You cannot crate train a teenager. They don't like that.
God knows I tried.
CPS gets called. Anyway.
DCSF, right?
DCFS. CPS.
You know why I know that?
Because they were,
I'm not going to say it.
Did you know? So my brother and I, this is a very much aside, and then we will get back to the episode, I promise, for once in our lives. But so CPS was called on us because my brother and I bruise really easily. Like I'm still like covered in bruises. We just are very pale, probably anemic Victorian children.
Right.
So he went to school and like had a bruise from who knows what.
And like the
teacher was like, "Oh no, this is terrible." So she reported, but he had bruises in various stages of healing, which is a sign of abuse. And we were just anemic children. So they came to the house and my mom said she saw me because the lady goes, they interviewed us both separately and she goes, "So do you feel safe at home?" And she saw me look at her, kind of look back at the lady and go, because I was thinking of like, if I say no, what adventure do I get to go on? Where do I get to go?
You were like, you had the power in your hands.
Yeah, I know. I was like 3, I was like, oh, what does this mean? I can do something with it. And she's like, you know what? If you say no, take her. You can just take her.
It's interesting because like my parents' generation, they got hit with rulers and switches and all that stuff.
My parents still did that.
Really?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
Shit. Well, I mean, that's not allowed. You're not allowed
not anymore, but my brother and I turned out okay.
Yeah. Yes, you did. And it's interesting, and I'm not going to tell anybody how to parent, but nowadays...
You know what, Deloise? I am. No.
But if you do something like that...
no, you're done. You're done. But I think we're a society that like overcorrects, right? So I think that's too much, right? Like, you know, getting a belt or a switch or whatever. That was what my grandmother...
How about physical violence to your child?
Like maybe not the best thing. I mean, but I grew up in Texas. Like that, there was a lot of like, you know, intense farm stuff.
Right.
But yeah, so maybe too much. But now where it's like, we never admonish our children at all. I mean, I've literally seen parents bring their kid that got drunk in like 7 a.m. at school. And the mom's going, "Oh no, honey, are you okay?" I'm like, my mother would decapitate me if I was drunk in school.
There's a great Curb Your Enthusiasm episode. And they actually mention Wizards of Waverly Place.
Oh, do they really?
Where Larry David goes over to the house and says something. And then the 11-year-old girl, everybody's kowtowing to her.
It's wild.
And he's like, who the fuck is in charge here? You know, like, and then they have a competition. Like Larry David and this 11-year-old girl are seeing who has the power. You know?
But it's so true though. I've literally had like with 3-year-olds or something, I've had parents go, "He's ready to go." I'm like, he's 3. He's not ready for anything. Like he's ready for bed, maybe. Yeah. He's ready for a snack. That's it. He's not dictating what we're doing. Like that's insane.